This is Slash here at the MLG Spring Championships in Anaheim. I'm here with Impact's Parasite after taking out UK team 3-2, barely in the very end. Parasite that came right down to the wire. You ended up having to play one of the UK's best teams at Epsilon in the very first round. How do you feel about the games?
It was tough. We played them at EGL 9 a few months back before Call of Duty Championships. They had a different fourth, but it went down to the wire. So now that they had a better force, we figured that we were probably going to, go down to the wire again, and that's what it ended up doing. It was such a tough match.
One of the big talking points, at least for me going to this tournament, is the two UK teams coming over and seeing how they could do against the American teams. They took you, the reigning champions, all the way down to the wire. How do you feel about their skill level right now?
Well, in terms of all of UK, I think they're pretty far behind. In terms of Epsilon, I think they're pretty much right on par with us. I mean, any of the European teams will tell you that they can compete with the best, but everyone else is kind of just like lurking behind. I mean, when Epsilon go to European tournaments, they completely shatter everybody. So I mean, it's just like it goes to show like that for one team to come out so far and pretty much take us, the best team in the world, to the final round, it's quite a story to tell.
Having to play Epsilon in the first round of the championship bracket and then having them bring it to a fifth and final game, were you guys nervous going into the later portions of the match?
Well, obviously we didn't want to drop to the losers bracket so early in the tournament, especially for all the flack that we get from everybody else, being such, like, we're considered such a cocky team in terms of like the way we present ourselves. But I mean, it is what it is. So we didn't want to lose. Once that first map was over, we were like, we're not going out like this. We cannot lose. And we kicked in the overdrive, and our teamwork was so on point, especially in the search and destroy games.
So I mean, you guys are the reigning Call of Duty champions, also the reigning MLG champions going to this event, and the 5 favorite going into this event. Do you feel pressure coming in here that you kind of have to win again to keep the streak going?
Well, I mean, one could say the pressure of, not disappointing the fans or being able to prove the haters wrong, but realistically, it's just motivation. A lot of people, you gotta be able to, tune the pressure out and change it into motivation, because that's really all it is. If you're pressured to lose, that's just that much more motivation to want to win. So that's what we're pretty much doing.
Complexity's Clayster made some comments to me earlier in an interview that he would love to play you guys because he's going to stomp you guys hard out of the tournament. Do you think that you'll even end up playing them in the later stages?
We probably will, but all I got to say is we've been away from LAN for so long that all these online teams are just starting to get reckless, and they're talking all this smack. We're just going to keep saying what you're saying. You have another thing coming. You haven't felt the train, baby.
So what might be the biggest story here is this crowd behind us, one of the biggest Call of Duty crowds I think I've ever seen in person. What do you think about the growth that Call of Duty competitive has shown in just the last few months?
They're all Optic. No, I'm kidding. No, but seriously, I'm glad to see it growing. I mean, you can see it in the stream numbers. Not only does Optic pull in like 30K viewers like within themselves because of their new team house, but I mean, like one could turn on their stream and being a pro player, you can get like 300 to 400 viewers, even as a low streamer, a low pro player. Just because you're pro, people will watch you, though you'll get like 500 viewers just to watch you because you're a professional player now. Back then, I was a pro player, and I would only get like 30 views. So I mean, like, you can see the growth right there.
What do you think about the crowd? Does this crowd, and has seen how large it is, affect you as a team, since you really haven't had this type of in-front audience before?
It doesn't affect us negatively. It makes us, it's more motivation. You see them, and if you see them booing, you're like, all right, I'm not having that. You're getting shut down. If you see them cheering, I'm like, I want to make that guy proud. I want to win it for him.
Well, I think you are making all of those guys cheer for you this weekend. Congratulations on your games today. Good luck the rest of the day and tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Stay tuned to GameSpot.com/esports for coverage all weekend long, the MLG Spring Championships.